Good morning. I'm Santa Clara Mayor Lisa Gillmor. On behalf of the City Council, it's my honor to announce that June is Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, and Queer LGBTQ Pride Month. Due to the COVID-19 public health emergency and Santa Clara County's shelter-in-place order, the city is hosting our annual LGBTQ Pride flag-raising ceremony virtually while adhering to social distancing protocols. I want to acknowledge those joining me today for the virtual LGBTQ flag-raising ceremony. We have Vice Mayor Karen Hardy, Councilmember Debbie Davis, Councilmember Teresa O'Neill, Councilmember Kathy Watanabe, and Councilmember Raj Chahal. Thank you. It's a full council today, so I'm very, very pleased that our council members could join us. We also have our new police chief, Pat Nikolai, joining us. And our special guest of honor and a speaker that we'll hear from a little bit later, we have the board president of the DeFrank LGBTQ Community Center, Gabrielle Antolovich. Each June, LGBTQ Pride Month provides an opportunity to recognize the impact of the LGBTQ individuals have had on our nation's ideals of equality and freedom, and to honor the 1969 Stonewall riots. On June 28, 1969, patrons of the Stonewall Inn in New York City took a stand for human rights and dignity and staged an uprising to resist the police harassment and persecution to which LGBT individuals were commonly subjected. And this is as timely as it is right now. The messages we need to really listen to. The Stonewall riots marked the beginning of the LGBT civil rights movement to outlaw discriminatory laws and practices, pave the way forward towards LGBTQ equality, and forever change the course of modern LGBTQ social movements. During LGBTQ Pride Month, let us remember that the United States of America is founded on a set of ideals, that we are all equal, that we all deserve equal opportunity, and that we are free to pursue happiness in our lives. The movement for equality has progressed. This month, let us honor the resilient spirit and significant contributions of the LGBTQ individuals whose personal sacrifices and determination were instrumental in the struggle for equality for all. With that, I'd like to introduce our Chief of Police, Pat Nikolai, who is joining us this morning to affirm the Santa Clara Police Department's commitment to ensuring equality in policing practices and fostering an inclusive workplace. Chief Nikolai?
Thank you, Mayor Gillmor. I'm Santa Clara's Chief of Police, Pat Nikolai. Santa Clara takes great pride in our diversity. We are of different races, religions, and sexual orientations. It takes a combination of state and city-led efforts to ensure that all residents can thrive in Santa Clara. Inclusion has always been a priority in our city. Discrimination, prejudice, and harassment have no place in our community. As our community's law enforcement agency, the Santa Clara Police Department stands behind our commitment to LGBTQ and equality. As your new police chief, I am committed to increasing society's awareness, bringing dignity and self-affirmation to individuals, changing perceptions, and helping to foster an inclusive workplace and making positive changes. I am open and looking forward to working with the Billy DeFrank Center to ensure that the Santa Clara Police Department can better serve and protect the LGBTQ community. Thank you.
Thank you, Police Chief Nikolai. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce our guest of honor, Billy DeFrank, Board President Gabrielle Antolovich. Gabrielle has been with us every year since our first LGBTQ Pride flag raising ceremony here in the city of Santa Clara. And we're happy that she keeps coming back every year. Thank you, Gabrielle, for not forgetting about us. As a leader in the LGBTQ community, Gabrielle had long been a fierce, and I think the word fierce really describes her and her personality. When she's around, we all know it, and she's just a spark of light and hope and passion for all of us. But she has long been a fierce advocate for advancing LGBTQ rights and has helped and implemented programs that support the vast and diverse needs of the South Bay community of LGBTQ people. So I invited Gabrielle to accept this year's LGBTQ Pride Month proclamation and to speak during our virtual ceremony. So Gabrielle, if you'd like to come forward, please, and I can give you at a distance our proclamation. Here you go. Okay. Take it away, girl.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate Santa Clara City Council and also your old and new chief of police. I am really heartened that over the years, so many rights movements have happened. I'm actually really old. I was part of the Stonewall Revolution in 1969 and was one of the first people to come out publicly as a lesbian in Sydney, Australia. And it was a big fight. It was riotous at the time. But before that, we were fighting for Aboriginal rights, and in America, there was the rights movement for African Americans, and there was women's liberation, and all these movements were separate, fighting for their own rights. And what I'm seeing today is that we are becoming more intersectional. So we are standing with Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matters is standing with immigrants. All of the fights are starting to come together because we are all fighting the same system that discriminates against all of us. And so one of the ways the LGBTQ community is standing with the fight around George Floyd is that we have added the black and brown stripe to our rainbow flag so that people who may not know we stand with them can see it visually. Because when one of us is not free, none of us is free. And so the fight is for all of us to really be able to live our lives as human beings.
So first of all, and I want to thank all the council members. We have full attendance today, so this shows the significance and how important this is for our city to have full attendance. So thank you, council members, for all attending, and our police chief. So now we want to raise the rainbow flag over Santa Clara City Hall. Where it will fly through the end of June as part of the city's commemoration of LGBTQ Pride Month. So Gabrielle, if you could join us and do us the honors of raising the flag for us.